Selling options on small cap stocks is different than large caps. Small cap options usually have less liquidity, leading to larger spreads. With large caps like Apple, Tesla, Google, and Meta, you can safely use market orders. My large cap option market orders have been filled many times at better prices than I was expecting. However, selling options on small caps takes a different mindset. Don't expect to be filled. And always, always, always use limit orders. Never, ever use market orders with small cap options. Your broker will screw you over every time using market orders with illiquid options. This reminds me of what my father taught me about buying cars. Car salespeople will absolutely take whatever they can get from you. You've got to be willing to walk out of the dealership without the car if you can't get the price you want, or you'll pay way too much. Back to options. To repeat, always do limit orders with small cap options. And be very, very careful entering your order. Make sure you enter the right strike, expiration, and limit price. I've messed this up a couple times on small cap options, and my broker was happy to fill me at really bad prices. Here's the Schwab order page for a small cap, UDMY. Make sure you know the ask and the bid of the option that you're selling or buying, and put your limit price somewhere in between the two. If you go closer to the ask, you'll get a little more premium. This is good, but you'll have less chance of being filled. If you go closer to the bid, you'll be getting less premium, but you'll increase the chance of being filled. Another thing to consider is setting the order to all or none, which is under special instructions here on Schwab. If you're selling more than one option, this might be a good thing to do. I've been partially filled a few times with illiquid small cap options and had to pay extra transaction costs for each partial order. Very annoying. Let's take a look at the UDMY option chain. The option chain gives us a good feel for the liquidity of options. UDMY is a small cap. Its market cap is only 1.36 billion. Its options don't have a lot of liquidity, so it's a good example. So we're looking at the May 19th, the strikes for May 19th, which is 17 days away. The puts. One thing you'll notice is today there was very little volume. There was 4 on the 1250 strike and no volume on any other strike. The open interest is pretty light, except there's a whole lot here. Somebody really wants to either buy or sell the 750, but they're not getting any action. I'm interested in selling calls at the 10 strike, but it was kind of similar. I've been trying the last few days and I haven't been able to get filled at the price I wanted. So notice how wide the spreads are. UDMY is going for about 9.29 right now, so you would think the 10s would have some action on them, but there's still a 35-cent spread. Like on a large cap, the spread would be 1 or 2 cents. So if you're going to sell this, you have to take a guess at where the true price would be, somewhere between 85 and 120. Another thing it's important to take note of is the price of the last transaction, and if there was any volume today. So for instance, the last transaction here was a nickel, but it wasn't today. Who knows how many days ago it was. This one was 20, but again, not today. So the only meaningful price on this page is this 4 because there was 4 volume today. So don't get thrown off by a last price if the volume was 0. In that case, the bid and the ask is much more meaningful. On these small caps, there's also fewer strikes. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikes. And June has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikes. And if we show all the expirations, there's not that many. There's no weekly, they're all monthly, and there's only 4 monthlies available, and no leaps. It only goes out to November. Some option traders won't bother with small cap options, and I can't say I blame them. They are a bit of a hassle. It's harder to sell or roll. You'll frequently need to hold them through expiration because you can't get executed at a decent price on a roll or a close. Also, if you get assigned on a put, you may have a hard time giving a fair price on a covered call on any given day. It takes a lot of patience, and it's debatable if it's worth the extra effort to sell small cap options. But on the other hand, every once in a while, it will work to your advantage. The market is less efficient with small cap options, and occasionally you can get some really good fill prices if you're patient. Let the other guy or gal make the mistake of paying too much premium. You can try to be like that gas station that charges 30 cents more per gallon. It may work every once in a while if you get matched up with an impatient buyer. That's it. Thanks for watching to the end. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed this content.